My wife is still not speaking to me because I smashed her TV on the ground.
Speaking of which, execution. So the plan was to move the TV without smashing it.
Right.
So so now that you have your business structure in place, you have your mission, you have your vision, you know what you're going after. Now we're talking about, all right, actual execution, launch plan, right? So you're about to start to launch your business, either you're making product or offering services. What are the things that someone new to their business should think about? And I'll start with you, Wayne, when you're about to launch your business.
Well, every entrepreneur knows that really entrepreneur is a fancy word for fireman, for punter, for stuntman. Okay. You got to be able to
Comedian.
act. You got to be able to react to things very quickly and put out fires. You have to be able to be a jack of all trades, right?
Right.
Very rarely do I see someone open a business where all the pieces are in place the moment that the door is open. That's really a very poor way of doing things. And I'll tell you why. Because an entrepreneur needs to know how to mechanic. He needs to know how to solve certain problems. If you're able to turn to your left or your right and to ask whoever it is you brought along with you or whoever you've hired to do certain things without you knowing whether or not they can do them correctly, you're really failing yourself and you're actually hurting your education. You definitely need to do these things. Know who to call when you need an LLC. Know who to call when it comes time to purchase another business or a piece of your business that maybe was missing, right? You do not want to rely on just anybody wandering around and that you've given a couple bucks to. That's not the way to do this. You need to be a jack of all trades. You need to have your hand in a lot of different things and be able to multitask. And so that's what I would say to you. Networking, you need to be a really good or get really good at networking, talking to other people, finding out what you can do for them as much as what they can do for you. And look, adaptation, man, I mean, Charles Darwin would have been a great example of an entrepreneur because he noticed the adaptation in all of these animals that are around, right? You need a certain beak for a certain job, and you need to uh, have talons sometimes, right? Or you need to have very soft paws. So these things are interchangeable as long as you have the tools, and you need to get those tools, acquire them from somewhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely.